Sup, y'all? Welcome to Original Gamers Podcast. My name is Patrick Ryan, and today I'm alone. And that's because I'm not actually doing a traditional episode. I'm delivering a little message to you guys because Original Gamers Podcast has been on hiatus for a little while, and I don't think we properly announced that because we weren't aware that we were going to be taking this hiatus when we did our last episode. So, for those of you wondering where the Majora's Mask episode is, I'm going to explain that here in just a little bit. First, I want everybody to know that myself and Joel and Nolan, this podcast is not our full time jobs. We don't get paid for this. We actually have full time jobs away from this. So I work in a factory, Joel works at his church, and Nolan does some work with kids. I don't actually know what it is that he does. I should know this. I should really know this, but I don't. You'd have to ask him. And so occasionally our schedules just don't line up. When we first started doing the show, we did it on Friday morning, and then I started going to school, so we had to move it to Saturday morning. Saturday morning wasn't really working, so we moved it to Monday night, and now Monday night isn't going to work for all three of us, so we've had to take a break. We're trying to figure out where we're going to move the show to. The show hasn't been canceled. Don't worry about that. We enjoy the show, hopefully as much as you all like listening to it, and we think it's really good, and so we're going to keep doing it. But we're in this period now where Monday night doesn't work anymore, so we're having to figure out what we're going to do with the show going forward in order to keep it so that it's still primarily myself, Joel, and Nolan, and the occasional special guest every now and again. So I just wanted to let you all know that's what's going on. That's why we're on hiatus, and unfortunately, we haven't actually figured out yet what we're going to do. I will go ahead and say that it's looking like the show is going to be moved to Sunday afternoons, but there's a very good chance that if we do that, the show won't be weekly anymore. It'll go down to being bi weekly or something like that. And that's just really because traditionally, I know for myself, and I would imagine for Joel and for Nolan also, Sunday, in addition to going to church, is a really nice time to be able to come home, to relax, to unwind. And while I know, at least speaking for myself, I find doing the podcast to be very relaxing, very therapeutic because I enjoy doing it. I have a wife, I have other family that want to see me, and so if one of the very few days of the week that I typically don't have anything going on other than church, I now add something like a podcast that I'm expected to do every week that could, it could cause problems, and I have relationships that I have to maintain, and so do Joel and Nolan. So I just wanted to let you all kind of have a little sneak peek behind the scenes, and explain that the show hasn't gone anywhere, but that this is why the show hasn't been being made for the last couple of weeks. And I believe I said before on something, it probably wasn't an episode of this podcast, but on another show that we do here on CFG, that our plan, and this still is the plan, is for the next episode of the show to be the weekend of August 27th. So that's 2 weeks about from the time that I'm recording this and posting this to Facebook and YouTube. And then September 9th, we've got something really big going on that weekend. I'm not going to tell you all here because I really want to tell you guys on the show when I have Joel and Nolan here, and we're going to make a really big deal out of the announcement. So that's going to be really good. This is something that we've been working on for a while, and I know we're all, not just those of us on OGC, but everybody at CFG, we're really excited about this, and this is something that OGC is putting together and has been working on. So we're really excited for it. So I guess that's just all I wanted to say. I wanted to let you all know the show hasn't been canceled. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just taking a break for the time being, and Joel Nolan and I are working very hard on trying to figure out how to best move the show forward so that it stays good, because we don't want to just put out garbage every week, and that all three of us are able to be as involved in it as we have been in the past. So thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you for continuing to listen, for continuing to support us, for continuing to share us with your friends. And now here's the part where I plug everything. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook at that's crossforgegaming.com. That'll take you to our main Facebook page. From there, you can get to facebook.com/group/crossforgegaming. You can find our YouTube channel, which that's probably what you're listening to this on, unless you've got the audio-only version of the podcast. The YouTube channel you'll find on our Facebook page, because we still have youtube.com/a bunch of gibberish. Don't forget, 100 subscribers and giving away a game. And also find us on Patreon at patreon.com/crossforgegaming. Yeah, that's going to be it. I was hoping this was only going to be about 3 minutes, and it's now 6 minutes. So I'm going to shut up. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Can't wait to start making new Original Gamers podcast episodes for you. And I will see you around. Thanks.